Super, Los Angeles, 2025. Exterior, clay tennis court, day. A cell phone video shows Nadia, 34, dominating the tennis court. She steps up to the baseline, sweat glistening on her brow. Vishad, 42, narrates with pride.
That's my girl. Show them how it's done.
Nadia slams a forehand deep into her opponent's court. The ball zips past, earning her a point. She pumps her fist and flashes a triumphant smile toward the phone camera.
Beautiful shot, babe.
Nadia's smile falters. She presses a hand to her chest, her face clouding with confusion. Suddenly, her knees buckle, and she collapses onto the court.
Nadia?
The phone image shakes violently as Vishad sprints toward her, his voice rising in panic.
Nadia. Nadia.
Exterior, on the court. Vishad drops to his knees beside her. The phone clatters to the ground.
Stay with me, babe. Stay with me.
He gently rolls her onto her back. Her lips are blue. She's not breathing.
Call an ambulance.
Vishad's trembling hands position for CPR. He alternates between chest compressions and frantic breaths, tears streaming down his face.
Come on. Come on, Nadia.
Exterior, clay tennis court, day. The faint sound of a siren grows louder. Vishad doesn't stop. His hands push harder, his breathing ragged. The ambulance screeches to a halt nearby. 2 EMTs rush out carrying equipment.
Sir, we'll take over.
Vishad hesitates, his hands hovering over her chest, before stepping back.
We've got a pulse. Stand by for compressions.
The EMTs work urgently. One performs compressions, while the other prepares a stretcher.
Let's get her loaded.
They lift Nadia onto the stretcher. Vishad, in a daze, stumbles toward the ambulance. Interior, ambulance, day. The cramped space is filled with the sounds of machines and shouted commands. Vishad grips Nadia's hand tightly as the EMTs continue their efforts.
Don't leave me. Please. Nadia, don't leave me.
The ambulance jolts to a stop at the hospital. Interior, emergency center. A flatline tone pierces the room. A doctor steps back from Nadia, shaking their head.
Time of death, 4:23 p.m.
Vishad collapses onto her lifeless body, his cries breaking the silence.
No, Nadia.
He clutches her, his wails echoing as the scene fades. Interior medical suite. Dr. Sharma's office, morning. Dr. Sharma, 45, reviews notes on her tablet while Miriam Kincaid, 37, sits across from her. Dr. Sharma looks up from her notes.
You mentioned changes in your cycle,
Yes, it's about 3 weeks. It's been that way for several months now.
and you've always been regular before?
Like clockwork since I started.
Dr. Sharma studies Miriam's face, noting signs of fatigue.
How are things at the Institute? How is your project going?
I think it's going okay, but my boss wants faster results.
Stress can definitely impact cycles, but let's rule out other factors.
She pulls up the symptom analyzer AI, entering data with practiced efficiency. The screen fills with possible causes.
I'm ordering a comprehensive panel. Hormones, thyroid, several other markers.
The AI suggested those.
Yup, possible causes, suggested tests, possible treatments. You still need a human in the loop to make sure the AI makes sense.
I use some interesting AIs in my work.
They're everywhere these days, but the AI can't do the human part of our work. It doesn't have empathy, and frankly, all it does is to regurgitate. But it does that rather well.
She taps her screen, finalizing the orders.
The lab has your insurance from last time. Results should come through your patient portal in a few days.
Thanks, Priya. I appreciate your thoroughness.
Of course, call me if anything changes before then.
After Miriam leaves, Dr. Sharma makes additional notes.
I hope it's something simple. She's not the first one to come in with this problem.
Exterior, California Institute campus, midday. Miriam strides purposefully along the concrete walkway, her lab coat catching the breeze. Sam Ellis, 29, black, Her computer expert trails behind her. Miriam glances back. She sees that he is hunched over, hand on his chest.
Sam!
He doesn't respond immediately. Miriam rushes back to him.
Sam! What's wrong?
Sam is breathing heavily.
Just need a minute?
How long has this been happening?
Few weeks. Getting worse. Used to be just after running. But now,
Miriam cuts him off.
Chest pain?
and tired. So tired. Can't seem to shake it.
This can't wait. We need to get you to the urgent care center.
I have a meeting with Dr. Chen about the new quantum calculations.
That won't matter if you have a heart attack. I call him when we get you taken care of.
She takes his elbow. He doesn't resist her help. She speaks soothingly.
We'll figure this out, Sam.
Urgent Care Center, midday. The waiting area is crowded. All the chairs are filled, and there are a dozen people standing who are waiting to be seen. The receptionist, Lisa Gallegos, 30, efficiently manages multiple tasks behind a plexiglass partition. Miriam speaks in her doctor voice.
I'm Dr. Kincaid from the Institute. My colleague is experiencing chest pain and shortness of breath.
Do you have his ID?
Sam passes her his badge. Lisa scans it and passes it back.
What symptoms is he having?
Chest pain, fatigue, hard to breathe. It's been getting worse for the past several weeks.
Miriam holds up one of Sam's hands.
He's also showing signs of peripheral cyanosis.
Lisa looks up sharply, reassessing the situation. She picks up a microphone and makes an announcement.
Code blue.
A medical assistant appears with a wheelchair.
Please sit in the chair. We'll get you started with BP and EKG right away.
I can walk.
Sit, Sam. I'll call Billy.
Exterior, graveyard, day. A beautiful sunny day in Silicon Valley contrasts with the somber mood. Friends and family gather around a freshly dug grave. Vishad stands at the forefront, his face a mask of pain. After the ceremony, mourners disperse. Vishad lingers by the grave, staring at the flowers atop the casket. His neighbor, Ravi, 60, approaches cautiously.
She loved tennis. She told me it was her escape, her way of finding joy in the middle of all the chaos.
That's exactly what it was. She didn't just play for exercise, she played to forget all the noise, the fear. And now she's gone. Just like that. The last thing I saw was her hand on her chest. She didn't even cry out.
I can't wrap my head around it. Nadia was so full of life, healthy.
Happy, vibrant.
She should be here. She should be playing tennis, laughing, making children with me. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do.
Ravi glances around, lowering his voice.
Listen, I wasn't going to say anything, but my brother lost a co-worker 2 weeks ago. Same thing. And last week, my wife's grandmother passed at a clinic out of nowhere. Something is wrong, Vishad. And I think it's the vaccines.
Vishad freezes, his eyes narrowing.
The vaccines?
I had a friend who dropped dead, and I knew he had just been vaccinated. Too many people are just dying suddenly. It doesn't feel right.
Vishad stares at the grave, his jaw tightening.
I need to know. I have to know.
Ravi grips his shoulder, their shared grief giving way to quiet resolve. After a moment, a well-dressed man, Anjay, 50, approaches with measured steps.
Vishad?
Vishad turns, blinking back tears. Vishad?
Yes?
I'm a friend of Nadia's family. My name is Anjay. I deeply regret meeting you under such heartbreaking circumstances.
Thank you for coming. I'm Vishod.
Anjay looks at him intently.
You're searching for answers.
Yes. If you know anything, please tell me.
Anjay reaches into his pocket and hands Vishad a book.
There's a man you should know of, Ted Dodd. He's a brilliant researcher. He's been studying cases like Nadia's. He wrote the book I just gave you about it, Cause Unknown. It's all about people dying suddenly.
Vishad takes the book, gripping it tightly.
Read it. It might not bring you peace, but it'll bring you closer to understanding.
Anjay clasps Vishad's arm, then steps back, allowing him space. Vishad stands frozen, staring at the book cover. the weight of the moment settling over him. Interior, prestigious law office, HR department, day. The office is sleek and corporate, its polished glass walls reflecting a cold professionalism. Jenny Montoya, 30s, steps into the HR office. The HR administrator, 40s, sits behind a pristine desk, a folder open in front of her. Jenny takes a seat, her expression wary but firm.
Jenny, thank you for coming in. I assume you know why we're having this meeting. I have a pretty good idea. We need proof of vaccination. As you know, it's a company policy now, required for all employees. Required to keep my job, you mean? It's about ensuring the safety of our staff. We want everyone here to feel secure. If this was about safety, we wouldn't be mandating an experimental vaccine. We're not here to debate policy, Jenny. My job is to enforce the company's rules, not question them. Of course, it's easier to follow orders than think critically. Let's keep this professional. Do you have proof of vaccination or not? I do not. Then I'm afraid we have no choice. Your employment will be terminated, effective close of business tomorrow. You'll need to clean out your desk today and hand over all materials to your manager. Your keys and badge should be returned to me before you leave. Years of loyalty and results, all wiped out because I won't comply with a policy that's not even about the law. It's not personal, Jenny. It's always personal when you're the one losing your livelihood.
She picks up her bag and slings it over her shoulder.
Good luck with your safe staff.
Interior, Miriam's Lab, California Institute, day. Miriam enters quickly, lab coat flowing behind her. Multiple screens display protein folding simulations and other scientific data. She drops into her chair and opens the symptom analyzer AI. She types in Sam's symptoms.
Chest pain, fatigue, dyspnea, African American male, 29.
The AI populates results. Miriam's eyes narrow at the screen.
That's not good. He's too young to be having that type of problem.
Interior, Miriam's home, evening. Miriam and her husband Doug, 41, eat dinner. He's the CEO of an AI startup dealing with risk in banking. He's a Stanford MBA and has been the chief risk officer in a bank that deals with VCs and startups. In the background, we can see their great room with a view of the valley. There's a baby grand piano in the great room.
How was your day?
Miriam finishes chewing before answering.
Mostly routine.
What part of it wasn't routine?
I saw my gynecologist because my periods have changed. She ordered some tests. Then at lunch, I noticed that Sam was having trouble keeping up with me as we walked back to the institute. He was having chest pain and shortness of breath.
You look worried.
Not so much about myself because the doctor said I'm still within normal limits. I'm more concerned about Sam because he is too young to be having that sort of problem.
Doug takes a sip of wine.
Hopefully it won't turn out to be serious. How's your work going?
Pretty well. I'm getting to be pretty fluent in the PIML program. It's helping me think better. Before I got that, it was taking a long time just to establish some basic facts about a protein.
Miriam pauses, thinking.
How are things in startup land?
Things are pretty normal if crazy is normal. If I knew then what I know now, I might not have started this project. Some days I miss working in banks, but it would be boring compared to what I'm doing now.
Do you ever think about quitting and going back to a bank job?
Some days I do. But managing the risks of derivatives is really important. My expertise is the critical piece of the whole project. Plus, my investors have put quite a bit of money into it. I'd be a real jerk if I walked away from it.
After they clean up, Miriam goes into the great room and sits down at the piano. She flips through pages of music, finds one she wants to play, and starts playing.
Nothing electronic could ever sound this good.
Interior, Doug's workshop evening. Doug likes to make things using traditional Japanese woodworking techniques. There are no power tools in his shop, only the hand tools that a Japanese craftsman would use. There are some finished pieces lined up along the wall and racks of lumber for future projects. He got interested in woodworking when a banking job took him to Japan for a year. Doug marks a piece of wood, puts it in a vise, and makes a careful cut.
The cut starts in the mind.
Interior, working class gym, morning. The gym hums with energy. Old school equipment clanks in the background as a group of guys pump iron in the corner, their banter blending with the faint sound of news on a mounted TV. The lighting is dim but warm, with sunlight gleaming through the windows, highlighting dust motes in the air. Jenny ties her running shoes at the base of a treadmill.
I miss my old gym. I can't even afford this much longer.
She glances at the TV for a moment but doesn't pay much attention. The news anchor's voice drones on in the background, but something catches her ear. A phrase that cuts through the ambient chatter.
Many reports of sudden, unexplained collapse or deaths by professional athletes. In national news, a class action lawsuit was filed today in Kansas against BioX Tech. Plaintiffs are seeking compensatory and punitive damages, alleging that BioX Tech engaged in false advertising while knowingly concealing the vaccine's harmful effects.
I got fired from my last job because I wouldn't take the goddamn jab. Now this? They lied. They knew it didn't stop transmission or infection, and the injuries, the deaths. If Kansas can do it, so can I.